Welcome back to the Joint Show, y'all. This is episode 2. And I'm kicking it with my uncle, you know what I'm saying? Real OG, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be giving y'all a lot of game. You know what I'm saying? Just about street politics.
Aye. And Puffy ain't paying us for this shit yet. Seriously. Not yet.
Not yet.
We gonna get that check too.
With this, we gonna toast one up. P. Diddy doing this thing. Support black business. So y'all, we gonna kick it like we did last time. I'm gonna drop that shit for y'all. This that shit I dropped last time. I was freestyling though, but I actually went and recorded it for y'all. So. Click on that shit again. Click on that shit again. On that shit again, nigga. Take a nigga bad bitch, make her do a spin, Hey, he don't even know. She on T right now, finna hit the road. Hey, this ain't mistake. Look, we doing rounds on that bitch daily. Can't wait to get another touchdown, man. That paycheck was ugly, baby. You can make that in about 6 hours. 8 tops at that traffic jam. But we ain't tripping though. It ain't shit to go and hit the road. Niggas like Pinocchio. Still fucking on a nigga main hoe. I don't give a fuck about my main hoe. Cause really nigga, she ain't my main hoe. Got so many hoes and different area codes. I feel like skin with a fro, but I got dreads though. Niggas be hating, but you know I'ma step on them. Like some bad dope in the 80s though. I don't even love her, what's the mission? Steady getting to the chicken. Bitch got a fat ass, she look like delicious. Niggas writing statements and we know that they be snitching. And I don't give a fuck about these little bitty bitches. Cause most of them broke, they just tricking for the pension. And I already know that this shit get real when you in the street trying to get rid of work with the pistol. I already know that this shit can get ill. I already know I get that drop, they get killed. Like Blake, boss up boy and get money. All I wanna do is set it off like Stoney. I just want the world to myself like Tony. Can't see me, Angel Reese, no opponents. Damn, they no opponents. I just started feeling all Charles and Coney. She just ate me up at the heat of the moment. Lisa said, hurry up, nephew, I'm sick and jonesing. Yeah, man. Welcome back to the joint, man. I hope y'all was liking that, man. I hope y'all feeling that shit, man, because I'm definitely about to drop a video to that. But, man, it's the joint, man. Me and Unc gonna politic and talk bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk shit, swallow spit.
We gonna talk a lot of shit. A lot of real shit.
It was fucking Friday yesterday, man. This is do what you want Saturday, I guess. Successful Saturday, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it Friday, today is successful Saturday, you know. You ran it up yesterday, today you chill on the Sabbath day and just sit back, talk shit, and relax.
Shit talking Saturday. That's what it is. Shit talking Saturday.
Yeah, fuck it.
Well, we gonna talk about a lot of shit. We gonna talk about bitches, women. There's a difference.
Bitch niggas.
Hoe niggas. Fuck niggas.
A little prison talk, tell y'all some do's and don'ts, you know what I'm saying? Just in case some of y'all probably on y'all way there or, you know, just want to know what it's about so you don't go there, hopefully. You know what I'm saying?
We definitely could talk about that. Definitely could talk about that.
Shit, for matter of fact, let's get on that topic. Let's start with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's a lot of crime in the community. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of young brothers going to the joint right now, like higher than ever. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how, you know, these arrests. I mean, it's crazy how brothers running to the pen doing just the senseless crime. They ain't even getting money no more. It's just like niggas just want to go to jail just to go there because it's free. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta work like they gotta do in the world. You know, nigga get free meals and a free house.
I don't even think that's niggas' mentality. You know, I think niggas is just out here free balling. You know.
What you mean by free balling? Break it down.
What I mean by free balling is niggas is out here doing shit recklessly and don't know what the fuck is going on. They don't know the consequences behind their actions and none of that shit. And when I say that, let's just speak on it. Right. Let's talk about what the judge gonna tell you when you get in a situation like that. The first thing they gonna tell your ass is what? Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Just because you didn't know, I can motherfucking give your ass 40 years for that shit you did, don't mean I ain't gonna give you that 40 years. That's just a hard lesson you learned. You didn't know what the consequences was behind your actions. It don't matter. Your ignorance is gonna be my blitz in so many words. I got to get a nigga like you off the street because you out here doing dumb shit and didn't know what the consequences was behind that shit.
God damn. Damn.
Prime example. When they say ignorance of the law is no excuse, a lot of times we be out here running with motherfuckers and we be all with the shit until the motherfucking shit really pop off. For instance, I with you, we out hanging, and we see a nigga that's he a lick. You know, get this nigga. You hear me? When we go to get this nigga, end up killing this nigga. Now, mind you, you ain't kill a nigga, I killed you. Detectives and motherfucking homicide police kicking in the doors looking for your ass. That's the first part. So now that part is to scare the shit out your peoples. Don't nobody want to fuck with you. They could have been fucking with you all the way up until this point. They loving the bread that you bringing in. They loving the way you spending when you come around. You buying all the drinks. You doing all that shit. But when the motherfucking detectives and homicide motherfuckers kicking them doors, everybody cut your ass off. That's why I make it so easy for motherfuckers to get caught up or motherfuckers telling on you because don't nobody want that shit. Motherfuckers is not in the street like you. If they ain't in the street like you shouldn't even be fucking with them. Family or not. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, niggas don't want that type of motherfucker. They don't want them problems. Your family definitely don't want them problems, especially if they not cut like that.
For sure. For sure. So, like, all right. First time person getting caught up. You know what I'm saying? Say your boy left some dope in your car, right? Police pull you over. He ain't in the car no more. You ain't know it was in the car. Now, this your first time getting caught up. They find it on you. You know what I'm saying? They asking where you got it from, all that. You know, you just easily, you just admit to it, like, it's my shit. You know, I'm a user, you know what I'm saying? I was going to, you know what I'm saying, going to, you know, hit these packs, whatever.
That shit has no, what's the word I'm looking for? Vendality.
Because it's in single baggy, so a nigga trying to make it look like, you know what I'm saying, he just bought it to play with instead of him out there distributing and manufacturing.
We talking about one bag, two bag, multiple bags.
6 or 7 bags of coke.
You're not using that shit like that. Ain't nobody out here buying 6, 7 bags of coke to use, especially if you ain't got no party girl, because we know all these young bitches is on that shit.
But like, so you get the case, and they hit you with possession instead of manufacturing distribution. First offense. You know what I'm saying? You don't tell on your nigga. You really the net, so you just going to take the plea. So I understand when you saying most dudes, they take that plea and then go to trial.
You're going to take the plea because guess what? In the beginning, here's how the system works. In the beginning, they are always going to come at you with the maximum amount of time they can give you. That's not necessarily what you're going to get because you not knowing, they don't tell you about, you got a grid sheet that talks about your life history, how many times you've been in the system, how many crimes you've been convicted of, or none of that shit.
They all got, all sentences got guidelines to them.
All sentences have guidelines to them. But when they come at you, off the rep, they're going to come at you with the maximum amount of time they can give you with the guidelines. That's what they're going to tell you. But at the end of the day, it's all about a shuffle. I can motherfucking say, okay, nigga, you got caught with this amount of pack. This shit carries this amount of time. Up to 20 years in prison. They say that. They're not telling you once the judge do your guidelines and this, that, and the other. As far as you, we ain't talking about what the crime guidelines is. We talking about you. Your first time coming in front of them motherfuckers, they gonna base that shit on your juvenile record, your adult record, how many times you been caught up in doing certain shit. They gonna do that. So your shit you might not be 20 years facing. They might be like, well, this motherfucker that he got his guidelines say, okay, this is first offense, this, that, and the other. Yeah, he can walk out this bitch with maybe even probation. But they ain't gonna tell you that shit. They gonna give you the maximum amount of shit because they want you to plea out. That's the trick. So even though they know they really ain't about to give you shit, but 4 years, they gonna tell you, nigga, you facing 20 years.
And see if
you gonna try to be headstrong and fight this shit out and make it do what it do. And some motherfuckers do. Some motherfuckers say, fuck that. Some niggas stand on all 10 toes when it comes to the motherfucking system. Nigga, make me or rape me, in so many words.
Okay.
Like, okay, this nigga right here, he ain't buying. You know what I'm saying? First of all, let's say this. Let's get this shit out the way. L's. Yo, L's gotta be A1. You can eliminate all this shit. Why in the fuck is you even searching my car? Wherever the fuck you pulled me over for, long as I got L's and my shit straight, no, you can't search my shit. You need probable cause to search my shit.
Police these days just be searching nigga shit.
No, that's because motherfuckers let them. You ain't got to get the fuck out your car. If your L's is straight, nigga, write me my citation, let me get the fuck on.
But like, all right, say they be like, I smell marijuana. Can you step out the car, sir? Cause that's
marijuana is legal though.
But they say, but it ain't legal to smoke and drive. They might try to put it as we smell marijuana.
So now you still don't have permission to search my car. Now, if you want me to take a sobriety test or whatever the fuck, I can do that. If I pass that shit, let me get the fuck on. But just come in and search my car, no, you can't. And certain motherfuckers, you play that shit with. Now, the state boys, here's the thing about the state boys.
Yeah, the state boys, they gonna do what the fuck they want.
Not because they gonna do what the fuck they want, it's because they have access.
Well, I got a case on them niggas. I had a case on them niggas, man.
That the state boys, they gonna hold you. If they feel like they on some other shit, they gonna say, hey.
Why they get to do what they want to do the way they do?
It's not because they get to do what they want to do. It's because their access to other shits. What I mean by that is this. If they ask you, can I search your car, you tell them no, they can retain you. They can hold you. They ain't got to pull you out your car and shit. What they going to do is they going to get on that motherfucking, their radio or whatever the fuck and get a warrant for your shit. They got access to judges off the rip. Judges is working 24/7.
All right, but look, let me tell you the story. Okay, see, me and my Mexican homeboy, he illegal, you know what I'm saying? So, but we riding, we pick up two of the homeboys, whatever. We doing whatever. We take him to the store. He want to make a little store run and get some liquor. So we take him to the store. Now these state boys, when we pull up in the liquor store, they come riding right behind us. And now they ride. They go up the street. They going all the way down, like, say, a block and a half, and they make a right. Now they going around the school, so we ain't thinking nothing of it. My niggas gonna get back in the car. We driving back towards the apartments. These niggas is come flying down the street. Now we about to turn into apartments, but they flying down like they're 2 blocks down, but flying up towards us. Now when they get close to us, they hit the brakes. They both hop out and they start running towards the car. You see what I'm saying? So I told my man, I said, take the fuck off, nigga. He take off. You know what I'm saying? So they got in the car, they chasing.
Why did you take the fuck off though? That's the question.
Well, you know, this is a minute ago, but you know, anyway, we was riding dirty. So,
so there lies for that.
But like, this is crazy though, cause it's like, how the fuck would they know that? But anyway, it's like, so we take off on, we take them up for like a block, worth in the speed chase. I hop out with whatever, you know, I ran. He tried to like pull. He had his, like he was going for his gun, so I swung at him, and I caught him like right here. So when I caught him, he pulled out his gun, but I turned my back. He was like he was going to shoot me. I thought that's what he was doing, so I just kept running this shit. But then he started chasing me, pursuing me on foot, and then he's like, I seen him when I was looking back. He was putting his gun up while he was chasing, and he went for his taser. I went to hop the fence, and I heard like a taser go boom, and it hit, but it ain't hit me. I'm over the fence now, so now I'm running this shit. I done threw my jacket and shit off because I had like this all red outfit on. I threw the shit and everything. I got rid of everything. So I called my moms and shit. I'm like, come get me. Now these niggas got the sheriffs out there with the helicopters and everything. So, you know what I'm saying? I see sheriffs walking down the street with dogs and shit. So my mama said she pulling up. So I done hopped the fence. I started walking. Now I remind y'all, I took my whole outfit off. So they ain't even looking for a nigga with an afro, white shirt, with some shorts on. But it is in the middle of March, so it's cold as hell outside. So like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? So I'm just walking and shit, whatever. I'm just walking. And the sheriff stopped me. I guess I had a probation warrant and shit, and the sheriff noticed me and shit. So he stopped me, put me in cuffs, and the state boys put up behind him. And they said, yeah, that's him. But the whole thing is, I denied it all. Even when they found my jacket and shit, when they took me back to the station, they came in with my jacket. They like, hey, this your jacket. Here, put this shit on. I'm like, that ain't my jacket. They like, this is your jacket. I'm like, no, that ain't. They like, so you telling me you wasn't wearing the all red outfit? I said, no. See, I thought they was on slick shit. I think they found the dope and they put in the jackets, and when I put the jacket on, then they gonna put the dope on me. So I ain't want to even put the jacket on. But the whole thing was, these niggas, they did some dirty ass shit because they ain't even pull us over regular. Like, they ain't pull us over and just walk up to the car
Let me stop you there.
and ask us for license and registration.
Let me stop you there.
You know what I'm saying?
You never gave him the chance to do that.
He, nigga, when I say look, we driving about to pull in, these niggas flying up, they hit their brakes, skirt, they both jump out their car and they run up to the car doors, not walk up, they ran up to that bitch.
Don't matter.
So we took off, you feel what I'm saying?
And so there it is, there go the probable cause right there.
The probable cause was these niggas running up on us like they was some mob instead of some police.
They is the mob. They the police.
But like
the police is the fucking, they the biggest gang in the motherfucking hookup, right?
All right.
So let that be said. First of all, it goes back to what I said from the very beginning. When you have L's.
Well, we ain't had no L's.
There it is there. So it don't matter. You feel me? Once they pull up on you, if you ain't got no L's.
I mean, I had a warrant out, so we was even gonna stop regardless.
Let me say this. The driver of the vehicle, if he has L's, the police has nothing. Rather the state boys, city boys, they have nothing to say to the other motherfucking passengers in the car. They can inquire, they can ask all type of shit and ask motherfuckers for their shit. But no, when you pull me over, I got motherfucking L's. I present them. Listen,
I told you how they ran up to the car. I don't think they was trying to ask for no license, dog.
It don't matter. You ain't got to get out the motherfucking car. You don't have to do none of that shit if the motherfucker that's driving has L's. So once you do that, nigga, you got L's, motherfucker run up on your car. You be like, wait a minute, what the fuck? What y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. And now, for them to pull you over, even run up to the car. So now they got to say, I need your license, registration, proof of insurance.
They like they about to snatch us out that bitch. I don't even
Two niggas gonna snatch 4 niggas out the car? Shit. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, the way that nigga walked up, that ran up, I mean, they was aggressive as hell.
It don't matter. That's because they anticipate niggas being in panic mode or be on bullshit. Like me personally, if the police get behind me, once you run my shit, you see I'm straight. Now, if you want to keep following me, you want to try to cause me to make an infraction or some shit like that, then yeah, you on some bullshit. So what I do is, because I'm legit, you come behind me, and once you ran my shit, you seen 9 times out of 10, especially for me, 9 times out of 10, if you get behind me and you run my place and shit like that, you gonna see I ain't no young ass nigga. Nigga, I'm probably older than you. You feel me? You the motherfucking police, I give you that. But nigga, you still a motherfucking baby as far as I'm concerned. You feel me? I'll be 50 motherfucking 2 this motherfucking month. So nah, nigga, get the fuck on. You come behind me, now pull me over or get the fuck on. Because if you keep following me, I ain't gonna lie, I'ma do my best.
I just ain't never seen the police run up on some niggas like that. I
thought
thought they was about to snatch niggas up out the whip and beat niggas' ass.
You can't snatch me out of shit.
The way they came up.
In order for you to, because really, all I gotta do is let my women.
That's what I got one of my charges for. I went to jail for that shit too, man. And You know what I'm saying? They gave me the assault on the officer and the resisting arrest and the motherfucking fleeing illusion. Well, I told him I made my boy take off because you know he was just an immigrant and he was underage. You know I didn't want them to send that nigga back to Mexico, so I'm trying. I took the whole rap little shit and I ain't no going to jail. I did like 2 months. And then they let me out on the zero tolerance probation and shit because I was already on HIDA for the dope case. You know what I'm saying that I had caught type shit. So yeah.
Goes back to what I said in the very beginning. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. You got to know what you're doing in order to play the. If you don't know the rules to the game, why play it? When I say that, as a motherfucker that's out here in the streets, you got to know what you're dealing with, who you dealing with. We talk about the police, but their job is really just to motherfucking govern the area, govern the state.
When you know the law, I see they treat people different. When you know
they
that
have
shit,
to treat you
different.
They
don't give them niggas no hard time when you know that shit. When you be saying penal codes and all that shit, them niggas be like, damn.
Yeah, and that's really a bonus. You know what I'm saying? That's a bonus like a motherfucker if you know what the fuck is going on. But you ain't even got to know the full spectrum of the law. You just got to know a smidge of that shit. You got to know what the fuck you dealing with, what they can do and what they can't do. Again, I talk about the state police because they're a little bit different because they have accesses to judges 24/7. So if you refuse them to search in your ride, they're going to hold you still there and call for a warrant. They're going to get that warrant and they're going to search your shit because now they got a warrant to search your shit. You feel me? But from the very beginning, L's. If you ain't got them,
get the motherfuckers together. Get your license.
Get them right. Get them right because guess what? Them niggas ain't going to play with you. That's probable cause in itself. For them motherfuckers pull you because you're operating a motor vehicle without motherfucking your L's.
I heard some shit that because we American citizens, we shouldn't even be having no license. Licenses for foreigners. That's because we American citizens, we have the right to travel without.
That's the Morris American shit.
Okay,
I give you that shit.
I'm just saying though, but it's fact though, right?
It is, but it ain't because at the end of the day, they gonna make you figure it out. Now,
when you pay that ticket,
or you know what I'm saying, they search your shit and they don't find shit. You gonna make them go through. Here's the biggest thing: when the motherfuckers is wrong, we don't make them pay for that shit. When they wrong, and the motherfuckers did all type of bullshit and nothing came out of it. We don't pursue the shit. We don't hit their ass up for harassment, unjustifiably checking my shit, all that shit. See, when them motherfuckers do that shit, you gotta motherfucking get you an attorney, sue their ass, everything. When you fucking with these motherfuckers, when they wrong, you gotta get them together. A lot of people don't do that.
I ain't gonna lie. Lately, I haven't even had no bad experience with police. Like, I mean, I've been on my law and shit. You know, I don't even be doing no breaking no laws, no crimes, no bullshit. So I don't worry about the police. And if they do pull me over, a lot of times they just take my license, they just hand it back. You know how Detroit police be. They don't really got time to be. You know what I'm saying?
I be hanging with niggas. All the niggas got license to carry. So when the police pull up and they be like, "Hey, what's going on?" Niggas with them pistols on their hips. Like, shit, what's going on with you? Immediately get grimy with them motherfuckers. You feel me? Because what the fuck is you stopping for, nigga? Get the fuck on. We ain't out here. We ain't causing no disturbance.
When you got your shit together and you A1,
That's the point. That's the point I'm making. That's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
Had your shit right. See, when you right, them motherfuckers have no motherfucking need for nothing. It's nothing they can do.
They gotta treat you right. When you got your shit right, they gotta treat you right.
Have your shit right.
Yeah.
Have your motherfucking shit right. Because if you ain't got your shit right, them niggas will fuck you in all type of ways. They will get you together. Have your shit right. That way, when them motherfuckers fuck with you, I remember when I first came home from the joint, this chick I used to fuck with. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna say I used to fuck with. I started fucking with this chick, and she was a motherfucker. She was a rat. I took the bitch, put her in the motherfucking crib, furnished that bitch. Bitch ain't had to do nothing but just stay at home and fuck. That's all she had to do. You feel me? So, this bitch, she was on all type of other shit. Like, you know, I'm doing my little tree thing. This before trees became legal. She slanging to the motherfuckers downstairs, all type of shit. I'm like, damn. She was like, yeah, well, she wanted to buy some weed, and you know, you wasn't here, and no, bitch, under the contract, as far as the leasing contract for the crib, bitch, they can put you out for selling drugs. Why the fuck is you doing that shit at the house? I took you out the hood, so what we do over here ain't got nothing to do with what's going on in the hood. If I needed the extra money, bitch, I'd tell you that shit, but I ain't asked you to peddle shit to no motherfucking body. You took that shit on your own. You feel me? But back what I was talking about with the bitch, right? When I came home, I looked the bitch up and shit. Ended up linking back up with her and shit. We fucked around a couple times. But then the bitch started popping up at my crib. Just popping up. I'm like, look, you can't keep doing that shit. Talking about, what's wrong with me? Why you don't want to fuck with me? I'm like, look, bitch. Before I got locked up, I took you and laid you out. When I got locked up, I ain't get shit from you. A letter, couple dollars, no nothing. Bitch, you just left a nigga. I'm in the county and you done bust win, you feel me? I was in the county for like a year and a half, fighting my case. But anyway, so I said to the bitch, I'm like, you got to get the fuck on. She was like, she argumentative. She want to get it together. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I ain't even call the police on a bitch type nigga. But bitch, I got to get you off my trail. Let me call the police on your ass. Now, all why? Yeah. So all why, you know, when I say I'm gonna call the police on the bitch, bum rush me. She just come at me, trying to fight. I grabbed the bitch by her neck and throw her up off me. I'm on the phone with the dispatcher. This bitch chasing me around the car trying to fight me and shit. The dispatcher's like, okay, well, hold on. We got a car coming. Ooh. So the bitch get tired of chasing me around the car, of course, and shit. So I'm sitting on the porch. The bitch then went and sat in her car. The police come. When the police come, I run out to the motherfucking car. Yeah, I'm the motherfucker called you. Woo. I give them motherfuckers my ID and everything. Now, mind you, I'm still on parole.
You don't even supposed to have no contact with these niggas.
Right. So, when I get these motherfuckers my motherfucking ID and everything, I know when they punch my shit up, they're like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, blah, blah, blah. This nigga out from doing 14 years from a body. They go and talk to the hoe. I'm sitting on the porch. It's a black female cop and a white cop. Male cop. Bitch come up to me while I'm sitting on the porch. She say, today is your lucky day. I say, huh? Yeah.
The female cop said that to you?
Yeah. She say, we're not going to take you to jail because she don't want to press charges. I say, hey, I'm tripping because I'm like, what? I was like, wait a minute, I called y'all.
Oh, shit.
She was like, yeah, well, she got a scratch on her neck. I say, because that bitch attacked me. I grabbed her by her neck and threw her up off me. I say, and she was trying to fight me. I say, all this shit is recorded because I'm talking to the dispatcher as this bitch is chasing me around the car. You feel me? So the black chick, she say, I don't even want to hear that. Just be happy that I don't want to take you to jail. I'm like, wait a minute. I called y'all. She was like, look, I don't want you to say nothing else. Just be happy that she ain't pressing charges on you. I'm like, wow. She's like, I'm telling you to be quiet. I'm going to take you to jail.
She backfired on your ass fast.
So she say, real fucking fast. So she say, we about to let her sit in the car and get herself together. Then she going to pull off. Then we going to pull off. So instantly, I'm like, what the fuck, right? So I'm like, so you mean to tell me, and I know this bitch ain't got no license, and she drunk. So you telling me that you gonna let this bitch with no license that's drunk pull off, but you not gonna motherfucking take me to jail? What the fuck they do? I don't want to hear that no more. I'm telling you to be quiet. I'm gonna take you to jail. I say, you know what? You right. I ain't got no win with you. You the police. They literally let that motherfucker sit in the car.
So you know you on parole, argue with the police. they try to let your ass go, and you still argue with these motherfuckers.
I'm not arguing. I wonder why the fuck.
To prove your rights.
Why the fuck is y'all talking about you gonna take me to jail? This bitch, it's recorded. I'm talking to dispatch.
How that night ended for you though? How did that go? So she left.
She ended up pulling off. They pulled off behind her.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
She came back.
No, the bitch called me. Oh, you bitch ass nigga, you gonna call the police on me? I mean, she going. She going. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. You know, I'm OG status, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what, bitch? Now, me back in the day, before prison, I just went ahead and beat the brakes off you. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'd have counted that shit. You feel me? But I'm trying not to be that type nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm reformed. I reformed, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing the bitch can do to me that, you know, make me want to beat her motherfucking ass. But this bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
Now, I know niggas that ain't been in prison. You feel me?
All right, so, I don't mean to stop the story, but let's talk about prison. How was prison? Like, okay, say... What you go to prison for? Tell them about that. You said you caught a body. You was on parole for after doing the bid. Tell them about that.
Well, goes back to the beginning. So what I was saying off rep, ignorance of the law is no excuse. Okay. Niggas out here getting blow. You know, I'm getting money, but I'm also on some adrenaline type shit. I was what they call an adrenaline junkie. There's nothing
like Uncle Jeff. What?
Nah, he on some other shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? My shit was more. I've been in the street for so long, and I've been in spots since I was 14, doing my thing. So once I got out the spots and I started making money, the rush of just being in the shit was for me. I done bungee jump. I think that's what caused me to jump on a whole nother platform or some shit. The rush you get. I started robbing motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? The rush you get from robbing a motherfucker is like no other. It's like you can everybody not willing to give up their shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You can run up on a motherfucker and pull that thing out.
I'm one of them niggas.
You can run up on a motherfucker and pull that thing out. But some niggas gonna be like, nigga, you got to use that bitch. I ain't giving you nothing. You feel me? So now they done went from you in control of shit to motherfucker say, nigga, I'm controlling shit because I ain't giving you shit. What you gonna do? So now you gotta either get a nigga together and still take what you came for, or just get the fuck on.
It's part of the game.
It's a part of the game, for sure. But here's the thing. When you out doing shit, and a motherfucker, you with a motherfucker, and a nigga do some shit. If a nigga kill a motherfucker, and y'all leave or whatever the fuck. Now, the police on y'all head because somehow, you know, shit get back. They find out. We talking about the police.
Is this got something to do why you went to prison?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, for sure.
that's the story. All right.
So here's the thing. Even though I wasn't the motherfucker that pulled the trigger and killed a motherfucker, I should have been the motherfucker who pulled the trigger and killed the motherfucker because aiding and abetting. Here's the thing. Aiding and abetting in the commission of a felony carries the same amount of time as the motherfucker who actually did the killing. So even though you ain't kill a motherfucker, you was there, and when they say aiding and abetting, that means you aided in whatever it is that y'all was doing. Abetting means you helped the motherfucker that did the shit get away from the scene of the crime. It still carries the same amount of time. They can give both you motherfuckers natural life in prison without the possibility of parole.
You know what they give you?
I plead out. Goes back to what I was saying.
Right.
90% of the motherfucking shit is motherfucker pleading out. So when you talking about the judges, we talk about the judges, the prosecutors, and the motherfucking defense attorneys.
All right.
All the motherfuckers went to school together. At some point in time, or they've been in the system or dealing with the system for so long that they all know each other. They all in cahoots. They gonna play you. They gonna play you. You could be a motherfucking shuffle card that motherfucker like, okay, they out having lunch, brunch, or whatever the fuck with each other. And they know, okay, after lunch, nigga, we about to go to this court proceeding. You the prosecutor, I'm the defense attorney. We ain't even acting like we had lunch together. But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the defendant to plea out, or I'm gonna get him to do blase split. Oh, I ain't even gonna defend this motherfucker. That's a whole nother ball game. What I mean by that is you can get a defense attorney. If you ain't got no money, they gonna sign you a defense attorney pro bono. That motherfucker might be a scantless ass attorney. Good with what they do. But you ain't paying them. The state paying them. The state gonna pay this nigga a couple dollars because it's pro bono. Every law firm has to take on cases pro bono.
And that's why everybody take pleas
Because if I'm not giving you $20,000 to motherfucking represent me, and that's minimum now, $20,000 for a murder, then no, the state gonna give me $500. I'm missing a whole $19,500. Well, I'm putting the paperwork. Why I'm gonna go through the extra miles to try to make sure that this motherfucker is good? No. We gonna work something out. They done already worked shit out for your attorney to even come to you. They didn't work shit out. Now your defense attorney job is to make you submit. You better take this because if you don't, woo. The judge in cahoots with that shit too. So the judge is gonna say what she say. She gonna use her power of authority. Say some shit like, I think it would be smart for you to take this plea. If you don't, you take it to trial. I'm gonna give you the maximum amount of time that I can give you. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking coercion. They gonna make you take that plea. They gonna say everybody is cahoots. They gonna make you motherfucker sit up and like, damn, my attorney telling me I better take this.
So was you in a position to where like they was like, tell us who did it and we'll let you go type shit? You basically was like, I'm standing on all 10, so you know.
I stood on all 10s for a minute. I took my plea the day of trial.
And you just said fuck it.
I didn't say fuck it. My co-defendant turned state's evidence on me.
So your co-defendant flipped on you?
Yes.
And he actually said the body you did the body?
No. He put me there.
Oh, he put you at the crime.
He put me at the scene of the crime.
Man.
I know
a couple hoe ass niggas.
I done been in 10 lineups. I done been in 15 photo shows. I don't get picked out of shit. The only way I get bind over, okay, let's say, to get bind over is simple. When you go to what they call a preliminary examination is just them saying this is the evidence we have against the defendant to bind him over for trial. We got enough to proceed with the proceedings. So, the one motherfucker, I got 2 co-defendants. The one motherfucker picked out my 2 co-defendants. I'm sitting at the table, so when they asked me, do you see the motherfuckers that did Blase's plea to you? That nigga like, yep, that motherfucker, that motherfucker, that motherfucker. Well, wait a minute. You picked out this motherfucker and that motherfucker in the photo show or in the lineup. You never picked this nigga out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all see me or not. I got puffy ass eyes. My shit is, this is special. When you look at these motherfuckers, if you see me, you like, oh yeah, that puffy eyed nigga. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't pick me out of lineups or photo shows. But now I'm the nigga because I'm sitting next to these 2 niggas that you picked out. I'm the 3rd nigga that was with them. You feel me? So I'm guilty by association.
How many victims is it?
Huh?
How many victims is it?
It's 2.
One dead and one alive.
Yes.
Okay.
So with that being said, the attorney say, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? Why did you pick him out of the lineup? Woo woo. He couldn't answer that shit. But just because he pointed me out was enough for them to bind me over. So you go through what they call that shit. It's when you go through preliminary examination, that comes through the 36th District Court.
Okay.
So when you get bind over, that's when the shit go to Frank Murphy.
And that's basically like
That's
circuit court.
The circuit court is really the 36th district. Frank Murphy is more of a I don't even know how to put it right now. I'm a little tipsy off Puff Ciroc shit. Again, we not getting paid for that shit yet, but we gonna get that check. Anyway, so when they do that, you know what I'm saying? Now you go through the proceedings. They bind us over. We going back and forth. We having what they call emotions. Not emotions. Motions. So you got 1,000 different motions that you can have in the courts and shit. Like for me, the best thing that worked for me was a motion for evidentiary hearing. Evidentiary hearing means that the prosecutor has to come forth with whatever shit they have on you, not the 3 of you or whoever you with on you. I ain't been picked out of no photo lineups, none of that shit.
But your man's to put you at the scene of the crime.
No, he ain't turned yet.
Oh shit.
By attorney, I'm beefing with my attorney. My attorney is shit because I got an attorney pro bono.
The motherfucker that's representing you beefing with him?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Nah, my people sent me a motherfucking attorney. But when they sent this nigga, I knew. Once they sent him, me and that nigga was sitting in the motherfucking cell and we was talking about my case, I knew off rip this nigga was a crackhead. A blowhead. We ain't gonna say crackhead. The nigga,
man,
I knew that nigga. Yeah, right. So I'm like, don't give this nigga no.
Pointed, huh?
Right. No, this was the motherfucker that my people was paying for. They was about to pay the nigga. But when he came, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I called my peoples immediately. Don't give that nigga no money. Let's see what the state give me. State gave me this motherfucking attorney. And she was a go-getter. The bitch was the truth for the minute.
All right.
But you could tell it goes down to spending money. This bitch wasn't.
It's not like you on the streets being on bond where you can make the money.
Right. But And I asked the bitch, I was like, well, say if my peoples retain you as an attorney,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, and pay you. She was like, well, I can't do that because I already took on your case, pro bono, blah,
So
blah,
she
blah.
getting paid by the state.
She getting paid by the state, so she ain't getting no money.
And
You feel me?
You would have had to hit her up also before she took
On some under the table shit. You know what I'm saying? So now you asking her to
break the law.
break the law. So she ain't gonna do it. So in the process of not doing it, the bitch don't wanna she don't wanna put in certain motions. You know what I'm saying?
Pause this real quick. Y'all, it's best if you in the streets, man, right now, and y'all out here still doing dirt, get you a lawyer on retain, build a relationship.
Clearly.
Right.
Clearly.
But go ahead. But so this leading up to you about to go to the joint now, right?
Right.
All right, go ahead.
So all this shit going on. They got this nigga. They don't have this nigga at the murder, but they got him at the attempt murder because it's two different incidents. What they saying was we was on a spree.
All right.
We was out robbing motherfuckers, and we robbed this motherfucker over here, shot him, got over here, robbed this motherfucker, killed them. They call it the 404B, 404B, similar bad acts, which means in order for them to connect the two, they had to show that we was in a plotted scheme to do certain things in an amount of time. So we had to be able to do this over here. In the process from leaving there, we went over here and did this, or we went over there and we did that. They trying to connect. That's how they bring them all together.
Goddamn.
So they got this nigga on the tip murder. He already identified with that shit. So now they connecting the attempt murder with the murder. We don't need a witness at the murder. This motherfucker did this. The same bullet that shot this motherfucker is the same bullet that killed.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So
Forensic,
yeah, we gonna link this shit together. We gonna make all this shit become one.
And trace that motherfucking gun. That's a bad motherfucker. That revolver is the best motherfucker to use.
For
man.
sure. So anyway, this motherfucker's like, they on his head. They got him. They squeezing the shit out of him. Now mind you, we talking about a motherfucker I've been in the trenches with. Nigga, I know how you cut. I know how you cut.
This is a solid thoroughbred. Nigga.
Supposed to be. Supposed to be. Here's the thing. And I tell people this shit all the time. Self-preservation is the first rule of order when it comes to life.
Damn.
So, you can't do nothing but expect the motherfucker to think about themselves. It's self-preservation. Nigga, if I don't tell on you, they gonna send me to jail, even if they can't convict me of the murder.
But ain't this a code though? It's a code, right?
Don't nobody live by that shit. Niggas don't live by that shit. That's the problem with most young motherfuckers now.
What about the niggas that do? I mean, I thought I was living by it. I mean, I took 2 cases for niggas. You know what I'm saying? I fuck my name up.
What's the consequences behind them cases though?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, some little jail time and shit like that. It was, you know, it wasn't. I ain't noticed it.
Right. No, but I'm saying,
I have to just get lucky, I guess, with the judges. And,
No. What I'm saying about that is this: a nigga can swallow 2-3 years and be Gucci, but when you talking about giving nigga basketball scores, they whole mentality changed. I don't give a fuck who you is. Niggas' mentality changed. Think about the best friends. Think about the motherfucking YBI. You think about motherfuckers that's
They did like a high scale level with shit.
yeah. And when push came to shove, niggas that was thoroughbreds or supposed to been killers, they was telling. Niggas was telling. It's crazy because the code goes out the door.
So,
now motherfucker thinking about themselves.
So your partner flip on you, you get sentenced. What they sentence you to?
14 to 22 years of prison.
Okay.
I already did a year and some change in the county. They added that on. I ended up doing like 12 and some change in motherfucking in prison.
Okay. How was prison like? Like, what was your first thought? You know, all right, you leaving the county, they dressing you out, you getting on the bus, you on the ride. I don't know, is there other inmates on the bus with you?
Clearly, it's
How
everybody
many?
going. It's a bus load. You feel me?
How many you think passengers you think it was?
Think about it like this. Think about being in school and y'all going on a field trip.
So that motherfucker.
That bitch is loaded. You feel me?
What year is this?
Yeah.
What year is
1996.
1996. Damn. So I was what? I was sick. I was what? 3 years old at this time.
They serious. You
Yep.
feel me? So you get to quarantine is Jackson. If
I heard Jackson back in the day was like.
Jackson back in the day was a motherfucker, but we talking about quarantine. If you're 21 and over, you're going to Jackson. Quarantine, if you're 18 and up, you're going to Ionia. Now, Ionia was what they call, you're going to Riverside. You go to Riverside, and from there, 9 times out of 10, you're going to MTU or the Ionia prison, not the quarantine. So MTU was considered what they call gladiator school. You got a bunch of young motherfuckers in that motherfucker, and them motherfuckers is, a lot of them is lifers. They got natural life bits. So when you get in that bitch, it's like, nigga, you gotta be ready to squabble.
Just go.
At the drop of the dime. You gotta be ready to
go.
go. You gotta be ready to go. In Jackson, it was a little more laid back because once you get to Jackson, they start sending you out to different facilities. Once you do like 90 days maybe in quarantine. So when I went through Jackson, because I think I was like 24 or some shit like that. You come through that motherfucker, they send you to a facility. Now, it's a gang of facilities in an MDLC. You in that motherfucker, man.
A gang facility?
A bunch of them. A bunch of facilities. Because they all over Michigan. They everywhere.
Oh, gang of them. Like it's a bunch
Yeah,
of them.
right.
All
It's a
all
bunch of them.
All right.
They everywhere. So what they do is they motherfucker, you in that bitch. Now, how you carry yourself once you get into the system, works on it. It dictates how you do your bit.
Okay.
You can go in that motherfucker and you can be a knucklehead. You into all type of fuckery. You know what I'm saying? And you on the same shit as if though you was coming through MTU where you got to squabble. You got a motherfucker, but you in a whole. When you in that 25, 21 and up shit, you going through Jackson, it's a lot of older heads in that motherfucker. So some of them they gonna flock to you, depending on your personality or what you got going on. And they'll want to see you leave. Cause there's motherfuckers in there that got life bits, older heads, but they don't want to see you fuck around and catch another motherfucking case in this bitch, end up doing what they doing. Life. Life is a bad motherfucker. That's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard motherfucking pill to swallow.
You ain't never leaving this month. You know what I'm saying?
You in this bitch.
Yeah. So like, all right, like you getting off the bus. How long was the prison ride bus? You think it was?
To Jackson?
Yeah.
You know, Jackson, shit, what? Hour and a half
So
away.
it's an hour ride. What's like going on through your mind in this whole hour ride? Like, what you thinking right now?
I got to motherfucking make it home.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When you say I got to make it home, it's like first thing that comes to your mind when you think about prison is you see all the shit they got going on TV. Niggas raping you, fucking you, all that old shit. You know what I'm saying?
Ass shit.
Yeah, that's
A
goofy
scary
shit.
ass motherfucker
Right.
gonna worry about because he ain't.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
some
He ain't
goofy
no man.
shit. You know what
He
I'm
ain't
saying?
no man time. Yeah.
So you think about that shit though. It just naturally comes up because media, social media, TV, all that old shit.
Entertainment. All that
It'll project false information.
Right.
Like when you think about shit like Oz and shit like that to be on TV, niggas getting fucked and this, it ain't like that. Especially not in the Michigan Department. The Michigan Department of Corrections is known to be the softest penal system that you can be in. Cause niggas not really about that life. And niggas, some niggas, you got some you got your real niggas. This is I kind of relate that shit to like motorcycle clubs. It's a bunch of them motherfuckers. But it's only a few motherfuckers in there that's really about their life. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you on that because I remember this white dude. He was in ADX and all that with like a lot of big hitters, Larry Hoover and all them. He was doing he did like 32 years flat, and he was telling me, he like you got 10 guys that's ready to go, take it to the extreme. He'll run 100 motherfuckers off the yard every time.
Every time, cause you niggas really ain't about that life. You're getting a certain organizations only because they got the numbers, this, that, and the other. But they ain't about that life. You know what I'm saying? Like you said. Nigga, it's on the flow.
And that dude, he was in there with John Gotti. He was in them years, he was a white dude. He was an AB. They was bodyguarding for John Gotti and all that. But yeah,
I seen some shit on TV where nigga was talking about this one motherfucker got into it with John Gotti.
It's talking about unique Mac audio.
Right.
Yeah.
And the nigga, you know what I'm saying, him and Gotti squabbed it out. You know what I'm saying?
That's the crazy thing, because I said on my last episode, my boy, who I'm talking about that I used to work with and shit, my dog, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say boy, because but like my mans and shit, you know what I'm saying? He was telling me the whole scoop and everything, but he didn't tell me it was over like he ain't going to detail. He just said, John Gotti he was like a degenerate gambler. He always liked to gamble a lot all the time, and he ended up getting into a scuffle with one of the brothers and stuff over something. And
now what the nigga said
and
was
what Unique was talking about, he actually broke everything down, and that kind of confirmed what the dude was telling me. So I kind of believe a lot of shit the dude told me now. You know what I'm saying?
according to this nigga, I forget what I seen that shit on, but I think it was the Breakfast Club. It could have been that. It was one of the motherfuckers where the nigga said at nighttime, once they closed the motherfucking bars, niggas get to hollering or they talking shit, and nigga like John Gotti was like, nigga, wait a minute, nigga, I'm talking. And the nigga was like, nigga, it ain't your turn to talk. You know what I'm saying? They had a protocol where niggas was speaking and saying what they were saying at a particular time. And nigga Gotti was like, nigga, you know who I am?
Basically, yeah.
The nigga like, I don't give a fuck who you is. Nigga, it ain't your turn. You feel me? So
they all bosses.
Right.
Point,
you know what I'm saying? At that point,
money,
like, nigga, right.
All of $1 million niggas at that point, yeah.
So afterwards, they was like, okay, with a doze broke. This an old saying in prison. When the doors break, nigga, let that be the bell. You feel me? It's like being in the box match. Ding! When that bitch break, let that be the bell. Because, nigga, once them doors break, it's on and popping. We can be all the gangsters we want to be while them bitches is locking. We can't get out. Once that motherfucker doors break, nigga, it's time to show and tell.
I don't want to go too far off. Let's go back to like, all right, you going to prison, man. You pulling up at Jackson. What's going on through your mind right now? You fresh off right now. All right, the guards, they telling you, the ritual, strip.
You go through all that shit, the shower, they shower you for lights.
All right, now they walking you through.
Right.
Like, is inmates screaming, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, it ain't none of that shit. It's none of that goofy
All right, so now you get to your cell, you got a bunkie? Or you got your person?
In Jackson, when you go through quarantine, you have your own cell.
All right, so you get to your cell, you know what I'm saying? As soon as you get in, do they shut it down and lock you in? Or do you get to put your shit down and walk out the cell and went to the jail?
In quarantine, when you go through quarantine, when you get there, it's usually either before a meal, after a meal, because when you in that motherfucker, you only allowed 1 hour outside of your motherfucking cell. So you either miss that hour or that hour coming up.
That's like everybody go out for that hour.
Everybody.
All right, and you
They
y'all
crack the
gotta
door.
get the shower.
No,
what,
no.
eat,
The
get on
showers. The
phone.
showers is. The showers. They gonna run them bitches at night. They gonna crack your door, or your gate, for you to come and take a shower.
1 minute at a time.
No, it's probably about 7, 8 motherfuckers in the shower. It's
Okay.
like being in school. You know what I'm saying? They got the open showers. It's like 3, 4 heads on this side, 3, 4 heads on this side, and niggas go in there and shower. You got a time limit. You go in that bitch,
How long you got the shower?
maybe 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Maybe 5 minutes. You gotta go
Hey,
in that
that
bitch.
shower, if y'all can shower in 5 minutes, man,
You gotta go in
stay
that
your ass out
bitch,
of jail, man.
get wet, ooh, lather up, ooh, get it done, and be out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's it. It ain't no exceptions to the rule or none of that shit.
What about child? How they feed y'all?
So, you in a child hall.
You can't get commissary at this point right
No,
now. 'Cause
not.
you're not
Well, you
quarantined.
get commissary in quarantine, but quarantine commissary is different from the rest of the system, the penal system or the facilities.
Okay.
Quarantine is just that. So in quarantine, you ain't got no jujus and wham whams. You can't order no chips, no little Debbie's, and none of that shit. You gonna order your cosmetics, soap, toothbrush, toothpaste, lotion, this, that, and the other, and maybe a bag of Kool-Aid. When I came through that bitch, it was a bag of Kool-Aid, and that was it, because
You
when
get no top ramen or nothing like that.
you don't get none of that, no
Honey
rum,
buns.
none of that shit. None of that shit coming through motherfucking
Man.
quarantine.
Peanut butter, honey bun, Chico
You ain't
stick.
get nothing. None of that shit coming through quarantine. When you coming through quarantine, you just gonna get your basic shit, and that's it. Now, mind you, in Jackson quarantine, the water in that bitch is so scandalous. When you run your water, that shit's coming out brown. Little lighter than this shit. Little lighter than that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? You fucked up.
Shit.
You don't want to drink that shit, but
You drinking
you
that
gotta
shit?
drink
man?
that shit. Yeah, that's why you buy that Kool-Aid. That's the only thing they gave your ass.
And you
Look.
mix that Kool-Aid with that brown.
Yeah, take the
It ain't changed colors when it rained after a while.
yeah. No, hell no.
Damn.
The water system is fucked up.
And they
Water
let you drink that shit.
They want you to drink that shit. That's the way that shit was set up.
And you still alive right now.
I could probably got all type of minerals and spinnerals. My shit's fucked up. Yeah, but no.
Yeah, man. That's fucked up. Man, y'all should protest and sue they motherfucking ass. Goddamn. But look, alright, so look. Alright, how long was quarantine for you?
In quarantine, you're going to do anywhere from 60 to 90 days.
How long you do?
I think I did 75, 80 days.
And then, alright, where they take you after that?
They sent me up to Carson City.
Carson City.
Yeah. So,
That's in Michigan.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm in Carson City. This is my first experience. This is crazy shit. So when I get off the bus, it's like I'm in the level 4.
Straight in, they put you in a level 4.
Yeah, because of the type
So
of
you
time
in
I
there
had.
with the motherfucking
Right.
straight killers and gorillas, straight off
Right.
the head. You don't get no time to get your mind right.
None of that shit.
You got your squabble guys just be ready right now.
Got to be ready to go.
All right,
It's
let's go.
crazy. So
God damn.
I'm in level 4.
Level 4.
When I finally get to Carson City, it's nighttime. So the facility is on lockdown. Everybody should be in their cells. Ain't no moving around. None of that shit.
All right.
So you get off the bus. They send you to the quartermaster. Quartermasters is the motherfuckers that give you your clothes, your bedroll, all that old type shit.
Basically, trustee nigga. Basically.
Almost something like that. So I go in to the unit they assigned me to. I got my bedroll, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, yeah, you locked in the cell all the way down at the end
Now in this prison, you got a roommate or you by yourself?
Yeah, now I got a bunkie.
Okay, you got a bunk.
So when I get there, I'm in that motherfucker. I got my bed rolled up like you lock all the way down here at the end. So they got the little officer station to control all the doors and all that old shit.
Yeah.
The motherfucker, they cracked my cell door open. So when they cracked my cell door open, the nigga that came out, cause he was looking like, what the fuck? Why y'all open the door? When he came out, this nigga had to be like 6'1", 6'2", big black motherfucker. Like you up there with him. In my mind, I'm still on the eyes shit. The eyes wasn't even out there. And I'm just thinking about the penitentiary shit. You know what I'm saying? The movie penitentiary. Niggas is doing all type of fuck.
Talking about the boxing niggas and shit. The movie penitentiary.
Yeah. So
I was watching that shit. I was in the county when I first saw that shit.
My mindset is fucked up. I'm like, damn. I look up and I said, this nigga done stepped out into the hallway. When they cracked the door,
what's your first thought when you see this nigga? What's your first thought?
Big black nigga came out.
I'm about to squabble this nigga.
This nigga that came out, he got his boxers on.
Oh, shit.
You feel me?
Look, you might get your squabble on, man.
Hey, look, I'm like, I got.
You ain't even got no shake yet, nigga.
Right. So now when you go and play your lotteries, they give you them little ass pencils.
Yeah.
I got like 2 of them bitches. I got them bitches like I'm about to be stabbing this shit out of this big black motherfucker. You feel me? So I go up and shit, go in, and I got the top bunk. I put my shit on the bunk. So I'm in that motherfucker, and me and the nigga get to talking. I ain't trying to give out a whole lot of information. I don't know what this nigga on. But we talking. And this nigga is like from my hood. You feel me? And we get the woo, and nigga get the, I know, woo. And that's just how small the penal system is, because you're going to always run into motherfuckers.
So all that shit that was going through your head just instantly left.
Went out the door. It not completely, because still, I don't know what
you
this
on
nigga
guard,
on. Yeah, I'm on
so
guard.
Saying, though,
I'm a little more relaxed, though. Yeah,
you like, nah,
sure.
like, shit, damn, I'm in here with niggas from
Right.
Fuck with people I fuck with, getting money
right.
and shit. So it's like, nah, like, I'm still watching shit, but like, all right, damn, now I could just imagine the rest of the prison. I probably know about 20, 30 more.
Right. So when you get out, the day go, the night go through, nigga get up, go to breakfast, and you know what I'm saying, you get to maneuver around and shit. You done ran into niggas you was in quarantine with, that you was kind of okay with. Y'all trying to figure it out. Especially if it's your first time around. You know what I'm saying?
Type shit.
And so
now when you go in there, is it like gangs and shit?
It's gangs.
Nah, this 96.
Right, it's gangs. But here's the thing.
What gangs is it? Right? This 96. When we talking about here in Michigan, what gangs that you have in the prison you incarcerated?
Gangs are really like.
I'm saying, what gangs did they have?
I'm gonna tell you, like gangs is. They existent, but they non-existent. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, when you talk about gang, you talk about, really, it was more the Mexican motherfuckers, Hispanics. They had their own little thing going on. You know what I'm saying?
What they call themselves? Was it like a Hassa or some shit?
Some shit like that.
Yeah.
But in prison, you got, when I came through, you had the Melanics. It's supposed to be an Islamic sect.
Okay.
You had the Nation of Islam, Islamic sect, Moabites, Islamic sect, and you had Orthodox Muslims, Sunni Muslims.
Sunnis, yeah.
So you got them. Then you got your Christian motherfuckers, this, that, and the other. It's not really a gang, but
they ain't had like no like Bloods, Crips.
Nah, hell nah.
What about like bishops and what?
None of that shit. None of that
Crovers and vice lords. GD.
They was 2, 3, 4 motherfuckers. 2, 3, 4 motherfuckers.
So what
There wasn't a
was
lot of
mostly
them.
like niggas from Detroit rapping up in that motherfucker? Just they hoods and they where they was
You
from.
had East Side niggas, West Side niggas, but that wasn't even shit. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, the East Side niggas, the West Side niggas, 9 times out of 10, they was a part of an Islamic sect.
Oh, you got down with that shit.
Right. So
now you in prison.
number wise, Moorish Americans,
Okay.
the most.
Come on.
It was always, wherever you went, it was always a bunch of them motherfuckers.
So, all right, like, you in prison now. All right, you meet your bunkie. All right, now you leaving. What's the first thing you do? Do you leave out your cell like a child type shit, or you go straight to the yard? What's going on?
Yeah, you know, when in the morning they break for chow.
Okay,
They
so
definitely break for chow.
what they feed you on your first day in there? What was the first thing you ate?
Ah, man, I can't even remember what the fuck.
You remember your first prison
Yeah,
meal?
hell no. I don't even think about that shit. But that, you get the meals, you either like it or you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But now, when you talk about commissary and shit like that, now you get...
What you had back in your day for commissary?
We had everything. Shit. The jujus, the wham whams, the honey buns, all that shit you was talking about.
How you what was like the famous whip up back in '96? I mean, y'all whipping up cook ups right now. You in the cell.
Cook
How y'all
up
whipping
shit.
Cook
Cook ups was like, I got me some oodle noodles,
Okay.
the ramen noodles.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? You got your cup of soups.
Couple soups.
You got your meat sticks.
Meat sticks.
Cup of cheese. You know
Cup
what
of
I'm saying?
cheese.
Refried beans.
Refried. Red beans and rice type shit.
Refried beans.
Oh, refried beans.
Refried beans. You had rice, different kinds of rice.
All right.
So that was your shit.
Do you
know what I'm
layer
saying?
that shit, or do y'all like?
Yes.
Some
yes,
niggas like to
you-
mix it all together. I'm a layer type nigga.
But
you know what I'm
you
saying?
know,
I like
it
to
depends on
layer
what
my
you're doing. You gonna do that shit. I'm gonna order some.
Like if you making a nacho, I want to layer.
Yeah,
it.
you
Now,
know what I'm
if
saying.
I'm making a burrito,
Yeah, right.
whatever,
It depends because now you got to remember, you new to this shit, but you in the room with a motherfucker who been doing this shit.
Doing this shit.
So
all
they
right.
know how to, you know what I'm saying, make it do. After the first couple of years in that bitch, I became the chef up north. I was doing the goddamn
Ooh,
thing.
shit. All right, look,
I was cooking it
Now
like
look,
a motherfucker.
Can we do a special episode for the people, man? And
Yeah.
Can we do a whip up?
Show
We
them
can
how
do
to
a
whip
cook up.
that shit up for sure.
All right,
That's
bet,
not
man.
a problem.
We gonna have a whole layout right here. We're gonna have the hot water going. We're gonna slice up everything. We're gonna have it all ready, and we just gonna put
My
it all
kids
together.
love that shit.
Yeah.
My kids love that shit.
I'm famous for some shit in the county too, man. I had this dog ass tuna whip up, but you know what I'm saying. Even with I had like the mashed potatoes with the red beans and rice. Then I had put the tuna on there with the sausages, the pickles, jalapenos, the cheese on top.
What you do with that tuna?
When I whip that tuna up, I put a bull egg in that bitch, a little mustard.
Where you get the egg from? Where you get
Shit,
no
the bull egg,
eggs?
nigga, in the county, nigga, we have bull eggs,
See,
nigga.
we ain't had that shit in the county.
See, nigga, you slice up that
you
bull
had
egg.
no cook up nothing in the county jail.
Well, see what happened, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Niggas get the bull egg in the morning. A lot of niggas don't eat eggs and shit, so I keep the eggs and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll
We didn't
buy
have
a nigga
that
egg
shit. We didn't have that
for
shit.
a shot of coffee
You
and shit. I'll
ain't
buy a nigga
had
whole
none of that
breakfast tray.
shit.
For real, look, you had the white boys in there selling their whole breakfast, lunch, dinner trays for
What
a shot
county
of
was
coffee.
you in?
I was at OCJ, Oakland County Jail.
Yeah, see, we ain't hear none of that shit. You ain't had no motherfucking
The first time I
boiled
went
eggs.
was like, what,
Nigga,
10,
you doing
11?
some motherfucking
No, I'm just saying though. That's how I did my cook-ups though. My shit always was layered. You know, I learned how to make
got
all
you
my,
on that.
like
bro.
look with the tuna though. You nigga put that mustard, the mayonnaise. You put the bull egg in that bitch, and then
Where
hit
you
it with
get
a
all
little
that
jelly,
shit
with a
from,
little
though?
jelly. Commissary, my nigga.
We didn't have none of that shit in commissary. None of that shit. We wasn't no mustard, no mayo.
But y'all had in the joint.
In the joint. We didn't. In
All right,
the
tell me
joint.
how no cook-ups was in the joint. We ain't talking about the county. We in the joint.
Yeah.
What was the first cook-up you did? Like we all niggas in there, y'all whipping up. You know, is you whipping up with your bunkie? That's pretty sure that's how you do it.
you know.
That's the first nigga you probably gonna cook
when
up
I
with.
was when I first in the joint, my bunkie, that the big black nigga. I think 2 days after I was there, he rolled out.
Okay, damn.
So then another nigga came.
So now you got the bottom bunk. This you seniority. That's yourself.
Nah, I mean, they don't even run it like that. You don't get a chance to pick what the fuck you want.
So the jail assign you to the bunk and you got to stay at that bunk. So like,
Yeah, unless you put in requests, you know what I'm saying?
so you can't just go like, this nigga move out, I'm about to hit the bottom bunk.
Nah, it ain't no just moving down. No.
Damn, what the fuck?
The reason being is because they need to keep track of who you are, where you at. You know what I'm saying? You can't just move yourself.
Shit.
You got to get permission to do that shit because according to them,
that county free to them motherfuckers sound like
in the county, it was a one-man cell.
No, we had a 10-man.
No, I was on a rock
it was
where
me
it
and
was
9 other niggas.
It was
fucking TV.
No, it was a 10-man rock.
You know how hard it is to get 10 niggas to agree on one show?
For sure. For sure.
We go ahead, huh?
That shit wasn't that. In the county. In the county it was like I was on a 10-man rock.
10 of y'all single man cells.
Single man cells, but we ain't had no open area where we can come out, play cards and all that shit.
See, we ain't had that neither. We was just 10 niggas in one cell, 24-hour lockdown.
It wasn't no bunks and none of that shit. It wasn't no open area. It was a catwalk. You had 10
That's how
cells.
we had, huh?
You had 10 cells.
Mm-hmm. Well, we had
this is
cells.
the walkway for you.
Come out to get your tray.
At the end of that bitch, at the beginning of the walkway was the phone.
Yeah.
And the way to go out. On outside of this walkway, they had the catwalk for the depths. Was on the other side of the bars, and they walked through that bitch.
That's how OCJ is. But see, they got us in the 10-man. So you said, imagine you're in a single, right? Well, we in a 10-man, and it's 1, 2, 3 cells. One at the corner, one right here, one right here. It's 8 bunks and it's 2 boats in there, so that holds 10 dudes. So you got one table in there. My bad, me keep up.
See, we ain't had no tables. We ain't had none of that shit.
No, but this all in one little small ass cell.
No,
you got
we
a
ain't had
table
none
to
of
eat
that
at.
shit.
You got a motherfucking phone, a toilet, and 1 shower, and all y'all niggas sharing all that.
We ain't had none of that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
We had
like you remember when you come out, you got the catwalk. Y'all come out, y'all line up, get y'all trays, go back in. It's 24-hour lockdown, and 10-man cell. So instead you got privacy, you in a 1-man by yourself. You know you can meditate, read books, exercise, do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Privacy. You know what I'm saying? And the 10-man, you gotta be mentally strong because you in there with 9 other niggas and y'all all agree to how to get along. And it's crazy though because you got be like 5 blacks, probably 2 whites, probably a couple Hispanics, whatever. You know, like probably 3 whites, 2 Hispanics, 5 blacks. We all in there chilling. You know what I'm saying? We all come to an agreement how to get along, and there be no problem.
Yeah, well, we ain't had that shit.
But like, all right, so like, all right, whatever. So that's county talk. You in the pen, you see you got chilling with your bunkie. He roll out. You get a new inmate rolling in. He come to your cell.
East side nigga.
Y'all cool. Oh,
instantly, man, this nigga is jammed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And man, this nigga.
He from your side of town?
Yeah, he east side nigga. You know what I'm saying? He from off Van Dyke. You know, I'm off of East Warren.
Okay.
So we jam. Me and this nigga, we good. We in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Instant when you're in quarantine, you can't order shit. You ain't got shit going on for you.
Right.
You can't order no TV, nothing.
Till you get to
you know what I'm saying? Till you get to the prison they gonna send you to.
Right.
So I got all my shit on standby. As soon as I motherfucking touch down, I can hit that motherfucking catalog. Order this. I'm ordering my shit. This nigga, when he come, he been in the system a little longer than me. He got this shit. So now when we put in our order for commissary, shit, this nigga like, nigga, I'm about to order this. Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, okay, woo, woo. And we doing it. Fuck Chow. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go to Chow to get some shit and bring it back. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, we cooking up. We'll put a list together. I'm gonna get my own. This is what I need for myself. Woo, woo. And this nigga I'm like, this is what I need for myself.
And
Okay,
they getting this
well,
out of chow hall for y'all?
no. Talking about commissary.
Oh, commissary.
So I'm like, okay, you can spend $75 on your commissary.
And that's a lot of soups and chips and all that shit, huh? That's
Okay,
plenty.
I'm gonna spend $75. I'm gonna spend 40. This is what I want for my own shit. This nigga like, I'm about to spend 40 for my own shit. Okay, the other 35. This is what we gonna do for the house, for the sale. Nigga, this is what we gonna do. So we can eat good. We ain't gotta worry about none of that other shit.
Stove basically type shit.
Yeah. So we was good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Y'all niggas worked together, grinded, made it through. You know what I'm saying? Made each other
right.
bed like nothing.
End up
breeze.
getting to some shit with the Aryan Nation.
The whites.
Yeah.
Now was they deep back in '96 in Michigan? Was they like a stronghold? They had like a big like force.
They're never deep.
Okay.
I mean, they're nice some, but they're never deep. Simply because in Michigan, the MDOC
Dominated black.
dominated black.
So y'all get into it with the Aryan Nation. What's pop off? What happened? Why y'all get into it with them?
So at this particular time, even before I even made it to the facility, when I was in quarantine, I was fucking with this guy in quarantine. He was a Sunni. So I'm politicking with him. You know, I'm feeling the teachings or whatever. So we end up going to when I get sent to the facility, Carson City. I'm fucking with the Sunnis.
Okay.
Now my man that rolled in after my original bunkie rolled out, he a Moor. But we vibing, you know. Here's the thing: when you in the system, and you into certain teachings, whether it's Melanics, Moors, Nation of Islam, Sunnis, sometimes niggas forget that you a nigga. You feel me?
Yeah.
You a nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, what you gravitate to is one thing, but at the end of the day,
We all niggas.
we all niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Rich nigga,
So
poor nigga, don't matter. We niggas.
right. So you can't take that perspective, or you can't in your mind. You can't be like, I ain't a nigga. Oh, I'm following the teachers. Woo, and you forget. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I forget who the fuck I am.
Shit.
And fuck the fact that, nigga, we niggas, I'm a man, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
So
standing on man time.
I'm standing on all 10. You feel me?
Yeah.
So motherfuckers be on so much bullshit. It goes back to what you saying, how we got into it with the Aryan Nation.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm fucking with the Sunnis. I gravitated towards them. I'm practicing and shit. You know what I'm saying? So one day, one of the brothers, his TV, it was something wrong with the motherfucker. So he know how to fix on TVs, but he did his shit, but he wanted his shit fine-tuned. He sent his shit off, you know, down to one of the Billies, one of the, Aryan Nation.
Like, is y'all supposed to have like a conference before y'all do business because it's race involved? So like Michigan different. It's not like California. Like, all right, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you as respect. We on man time. You on some real shit, I'm on some real shit. You can be AB, whatever, be proud to be white. I'm proud to be black, you know. But at the same time, we all convicts in here. You know, we all convicts, and we
right.
jealous,
There's no mediator.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you do what you do. So once you do what you do, everything that happens, even though you decide to move a certain type of way on your own, it still affects the brothers.
Okay.
You feel me? So what happened was he sent this shit to the Billy to get the shit fine tuned. The Billy just thought he was just a stupid nigga in so many words. He took the nigga TV, called himself fine tuning it, but he took out good parts out this nigga TV, put in some shady parts to this nigga TV, and sent him back to it. Not knowing that the nigga know how to fix on TVs himself. So the nigga look at this shit. He said this nigga done changed parts around, did this, that, and the
God
other.
damn, boy, them niggas in there some goddamn some scientists, ain't they?
Right. So he motherfucking, he
Technicians and
He
shit.
catch the nigga. He catch the Billy like, nigga, you squished out my part, blah blah blah. Bank him up, get him together.
Put them together, huh?
Right.
Like a puzzle.
So the motherfucker, the Billy go tell, another motherfucker, in the area nation, right? Like, ooh. Now me. In prison, when it comes to breakfast,
It's a real motherfucking meal.
I'm not going to breakfast.
You ain't gonna break. You like my nigga Vail, man. Vail, y'all niggas.
Only time I'm going to breakfast,
I'm gonna bring him on next time.
only time I'm going to breakfast is on Saturdays.
What's up with them breakfast on Saturdays?
Breakfast on Saturdays, you're going to get pancakes, waffles, a motherfucking French toast. That's the only time I'm going to
all three of
motherfucking
them on one
breakfast.
platter?
No. That's going to be one or the other on the Saturday.
Well, you get like a sausage with that shit and some eggs?
You get all that shit. That's the only time I'm going to
What
breakfast.
y'all get on the Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
It might be all type of bullshit. You
Grits,
might get
potatoes,
them. Right,
cornbread.
all that old shit. I don't want none of that shit. I'm straight.
You just make a burrito, cook up, fuck.
Right. So anyway, after the shit take place where, the brother binked the nigga up, the Billy up, the motherfucker, my bunkie is a First Louis. He is, responsible for security in the malls.
Okay.
So he go to breakfast. He come back. He like, hey, man, motherfucker was talking to your imam. So if you don't know, imam is
like
the head spiritual advisor for Sunnis. He was talking to the imam like, like he wanted that life. You know what I'm saying? He was about that business. Like, we ain't gonna get one of ours jumped on and this, that, and the other, beat up on, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like...
So the whites want y'all to beat up y'all mans, basically, for jumping on one of theirs.
Right.
Handle y'all business, or we about to handle the type shit.
No, he was like, no, ain't no we want you to do shit. We gonna do it. No, you not. You feel me?
Okay.
You ain't gonna jump on shit over here. But anyway, the nigga was like, he said, my bunkie came and hollered at me because he knew, of course I'm rotating with the Sunnis. He's like, man, yeah, woo. So, come fucking lunchtime, I come out like, shit, ooh, what's going on? Ooh. I talked to the imam. He was like, yeah, I'm on all type of fuckery right now, though, because I'm still fresh off the street. You feel me?
You just ready to go put in some work.
I'm ready to do the damn thing.
It's like it's a white boy.
Right. That just made it even worse. You know what I'm saying? So the motherfuckers say,
And the white boys in prison, they not punks though, right? They ready to go too.
Yeah, them niggas will go. You got them billies. Some of them billies will go. Don't.
Oh, I know they will. I know. They ain't no punks. Everybody a man at the end of the day. You just gotta go hard for your race.
So
hard for your card.
When that shit pop off, I go immediately. I shoot to the imam, like, what's going on? Woo. So they gave me the rundown. So now it's like, okay, what we gonna do? What you wanna do? So the motherfuckers, niggas got to talking. Like, we got to get this motherfucking hunky together. He was a big, big hunky, too. That nigga had to be about 6'2", 200 plus. He was a big hunky. So anyway, my man, the nigga who binked up the other white boy, he done lured this nigga into the motherfucking game room. So you got your game room, TV room, and your athletic room. It's a room that got the little weight machines.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Exercise room. And shit.
Right, exercise room. So in the game room, that motherfucker is like the officer station is on the outside of each one of these rooms. Is right there in the middle.
In this game room, what type of games y'all got? I'm just curious.
You got the pool table, ping pong. Pretty much.
Pac-Man and shit like
No,
that.
hell no. No video games. None of that shit. You don't do pool, ping pong.
Chess, checkers, shit like
chess, that type shit. Right.
Alright.
So, he lowered this nigga into the motherfucking game room. It's a blind side because the wall right here, they can't see shit. They over here. So, when the shit pop off, and the hunky said like, shit, and my man that called him and he talking to him, he don't know, niggas about to get him. When he peep game, his eyes go buck, right? By that time, it's too late. My man whipped out the motherfucking lock on the motherfucking belt.
Oh, shit.
I done slid to the pool table.
Oh, damn.
I done motherfucking dropped 2 motherfucking balls in the motherfucking sock. Banging this nigga, you feel me?
Ooh, shit.
My man, other motherfucker and shit.
Y'all going to work on this motherfucker.
He got that thing. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga getting lumped and pucked, all type of shit. It's crazy as hell. Shit's going down. Now, mind you,
screaming for help or he banging it out with y'all?
Ain't shit he can do as far as banging out, cause he
just basically trying to preserve himself.
Right. Once the motherfucking lumps get to side, go on the side of their head, you done. You feel me?
That lock hitting you, pool ball hitting you, getting shanked.
But the guards said the shit. They shut shit down. Now here's the thing.
How they shutting shit down? They hitting y'all with mace balls?
No, they ain't doing none of that shit. They lock it down. They lock all the doors. And the motherfucker that's fucked up, they pull them out.
Y'all trying to get rid of shit and wash the blood off y'all.
Well, here's the thing. That's the reason why. Because when you got a lock in the MDLC, the combination lock or whatever, that bitch got your number on it.
Oh, shit.
You feel me? That's why you use pool balls and shit like that. Shit, I don't know who shit that is. You feel me?
So it's best to steal a nigga lock if you want to go run around.
If that's what you're gonna do,
right.
that's the shit. That's the type of time you're on. Yeah. But the nigga,
still a lock, y'all. Don't go to prison. Don't go to prison. Don't go to prison.
Now you ain't got to. So anyway, like it's crazy because like the nigga say, and this goes back to how deep the Aryan Nation is or can be because we so far up north that
got guards and all
guards was bringing in knives and shit for them motherfuckers.
Yeah, because they down with that shit.
Right. Them niggas, they knew the tension was so thick before all that shit came.
Y'all done beat on this nigga. Now it's really on.
No, the tension was so thick before that.
But y'all just did that shit. That just really just up the scope.
Listen.
Did he live through that?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
sure.
pretty sure he lived. All right.
But
here's
the thing. It's like this. Because it was a Sunni situation. The Moors, the Nation of Islam.
Oh, everybody got involved.
they secure the area.
Damn.
We ain't gonna get in y'all shit, but we gonna make sure don't nothing happen. We gonna secure the area, make sure don't nobody move a certain type of way. Y'all do what y'all do. Niggas went, did what they did. But here's the thing, because the tension was so thick behind old boy Bink and old boy from the beginning.
They do got some numbers behind them, right?
Yeah, they do. But once old boy Binked old boy up, that's when the tension got thick. Motherfuckers didn't really know. But this hunky, he was feeling himself so out cold, like niggas wouldn't touch him.
Yeah, I had to get them together.
Got him together. But, like I said, the tension was so thick, them motherfuckers was expecting shit to pop off on the yard.
Mm-hmm. So they
Them
got
motherfuckers, they got everything on the yard.
They ready to go.
Right. But we had popped off in the unit.
So what happened now?
Locked everything down, woo woo. So we in the motherfucking cell, me and my bunkie in the cell. I'm like, nigga, they about to come get me. He's like, nigga, you straight. You know what I'm saying? Because he was one of them motherfuckers like, we gonna secure the area. And when at the end of the day, the motherfuckers came down.
Gotcha.
They cracked the motherfucker out like, just come out with your, you know what I'm saying? They put nigga in cuffs, sent me to the hole. I give mad respect to the building. That nigga didn't tell shit.
Alright, man. Y'all standing no man time.
Yeah, right. He didn't tell shit.
That's what it is. If y'all don't want to go, don't go to prison. Because if you do stand on man time, y'all niggas.
Now the motherfuckers he was fucking with, and them niggas was scared shitless. And again, you know, it's all black pretty much. So y'all alright, but y'all know niggas gonna get y'all together. You gonna get that shit. You don't never know where it's coming from because.
But he kept it solid, so.
He kept it solid. Niggas he was with didn't. They was trying to tell shit. You know what I'm saying? They talking about when they get in home, we got confidential informants that say that you was like shit. You know, and just like.
So they got you in a hole trying to give you more charges now.
Right, but just like coming through to the judicial system
type shit,
you have the right to face your accuser.
Right.
The nigga that shit happened to, he ain't saying shit. So but the niggas that supposed to been with him saying, yeah, no. Well, so who is you talking about?
They showed the nigga face who was
they wouldn't tell who the fuck was telling.
Right. So he dropped.
So versus putting me back into
population.
General population, they moved me to another facility.
So you went to another prison? Went to a new prison?
Yep. I'm in another facility. I'm in Saginaw now.
Alright, yeah, Saginaw. Shit.
And that's crazy because it's like the motherfuckers is the system, the penal system is humongous.
Hold on real quick. Let me check. Oh shit, goddamn. Alright, go ahead.
The penal system is humongous, but it's small because when they came out with that oldest shit, I don't give a fuck where you at in the system. I can just get on the phone or write a letter to my peoples. Oh, find out where this nigga at. Oh, he over there? Okay.
You just saying words.
I'm saying some words. A kite. I'm gonna shoot that shit there. You feel me?
And somebody over there.
And somebody over there, depending on, you know what I'm saying, who you got over there, what type of niggas, you know, soldiers, whatever you want to call them. They gonna make it do what it do. It's crazy, man. That prison is what you make it.
You survived all that shit. Stand on all 10.
After that incident, I was for no fuckery. And what I mean by that is, like, nigga, you didn't have to send your TV to that motherfucking Billy. You could have just rolled out and did what you do. You already know how to do some shit.
Because you kind of go back to the root of the problem.
Yeah, so outside of that, like, I'm not about to jeopardize my shit for some dumb shit. Here's the thing. As an Orthodox Muslim Sunni,
It is as a man, period.
just as an Orthodox Muslim, as a Sunni, it's a lot of things you don't participate in. You don't fuck around. You ain't gambling. You ain't fucking with fags. And you ain't motherfucking doing some shit that you ain't supposed to be doing. So with that being said, motherfucker, if you on that bullshit, I have no support for you. And a lot of brothers used to get mad at me because I done been in a position where I was they call a wazir armor. That means that, like, you, when shit pop off,
No, you ready? You just first started the front
they the
line.
motherfucker that they holler at you and you make it do what it do. Okay, I'm not about to make it do what it do. If this nigga is not doing what the fuck he's supposed to be doing, because nigga, if a nigga whooped you or you got into some shit with a motherfucker because you was on some bullshit, I ain't got no.
Basically, like I ain't about to put myself on the line.
I'm not about to do it.
Because a nigga just supposed to hold some imaginary rank, but this nigga ain't even standing on the principles. He supposed to be a general, but this nigga ain't carrying himself as a general. And I'm supposed to be a soldier for this type of nigga. So no,
Not just him. Just you talk about
the whole thing as it all as a unit though. You know what I'm saying? Like if we got code and niggas ain't sticking by the code, but y'all the niggas at the top. You got you got five niggas at the top. Three ain't sticking by the code, but two holding down. But you know what I'm saying? You got these niggas calling shots too, and they got too much.
No, here's the thing. We ain't fuck the niggas at the top. We talk about the niggas, the peons at the bottom. If you're a brother, I'm holding a position. My position is a wazir armor. I'm security for the most part. Shit take place or shit go down. I'm the nigga to address it with whoever the fuck it went down with.
All right.
So with that being said, if a nigga want to fuck you up or you got into some shit because you was on the gambling table or you was doing some bullshit that you shouldn't have been doing, you don't want to got a bunch of shit from a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. On consignment, nigga gave you a stole list and you ain't come through, nigga, now nigga want to whoop you, that type shit.
You in violation, basically.
Yeah, you pretty much. Because we have a treasurer. If you need something, nigga, go holler at that motherfucker. He gonna give you what you need. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about what you want. We talking about what you need. So if this nigga, if you can't get it from there, then nigga, you can't get it. When you go out and get that shit somewhere else, that mean you on some bullshit. Because you went to that person under the pretenses that...
Knowing that's about to come back to y'all.
Under the pretenses that motherfucker think you about to pay him. But you knew you ain't had nothing to pay him with.
So now you come to holler at your
You
people.
went over there on ass, yeah. No, they came to holler at him. Now he looking for security. You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't that. You feel me? And a lot of brothers, I give you a prime example. We out on the yard and shit. And I'm working out and shit. I'm on the pull-up bars. I'm doing my thing. I'm out there. Everybody see me. All the brothers that see me out on the yard, they come through. They hollering at me. Slum like my slum, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing. This is ritual for me. Mm-hmm. This is what I do. I'm out here. I'm on some other shit. Getting, we call it getting money. Getting myself right. Yeah, you feel me?
Get money, we working out. Yeah.
So, this nigga, he just rolled in. He in that motherfucker. He outside working out, whatever. Now, I see my man. He in the Nation of Islam. I see my man. He's sitting on the bleachers. But this nigga is outside. he suited and booted. What I mean by that is he got on this all state issue shit, state clothes, with the lopes on. He got the shades on. He was another motherfucker just rolled in. So I see him. They over there on the bleachers. I'm working out, but I see them, but I ain't thinking about shit because that's my guy. I fucks with this nigga. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I see his man. They suited and booted. I'm like, damn, them niggas look. You know what I'm saying? That's some out of pocket shit. Cause it's summertime and these niggas out here
Ready to go.
right. So I see his man get up, move. Ooh. So the other nigga that's out here working out, he get on the dip bar. He doing dips. My man's, the nigga he with, he come around. He hit that nigga, pop, pop, with that thing, poking a couple times up in here.
God damn. They just got straight to work on him like that?
Yeah. So the nigga like, oh, take off running. So I'm working out and shit, and other brothers out there working out and shit. He like, what's going on? I was like, ain't got shit to do with us. Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? We back to working out. About 5 minutes later, brothers come around. So I'm like, one of the brothers got stabbed up here. I was like, shit, ain't no brother get stabbed over here. What's wrong? Yeah, brother got stabbed over here. It's like, listen, I've been over here for an hour, and a brother get stabbed over here.
That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. Just keep that
Right,
shit.
so this nigga, it's like 6, 7 brothers. This nigga come up from behind everybody. I'm like, this brother right here. I was like, huh? I said, listen, I've been out here for a minute doing what I do. This nigga was out here. I done had multiple brothers come up and greet me and keep it moving. He been out here the whole time. He never ever announced or said that he was Sunni. Now he get stabbed, he a Sunni. I'm like, no, that ain't that. You know what I'm saying? So come to find out, what happened was, this nigga, he had just rolled in. But before that, he wasn't a Sunni. He was rotating with the Nation of Islam. And in Jackson, the Nation of Islam went at the guards and they did some shit. He was with them.
And he ain't step in.
And he told on them niggas.
Oh, so that's why they poked that nigga ass up.
He told on them niggas.
Damn.
Now, when he told on them, they put a sponge in his file. When you get a sponge in your file, that means the motherfucker that you got a sponge on, you can never be at the same facility with that person. He ended up going home. When he came back under an alias, which means that the sponge no longer exists. Because he a different nigga under the alias. So the niggas you told on that you got a sponge in the file with, that shit no longer exists. You a whole new nigga. So they don't know not to put you at the same facility with niggas you told on.
Yeah, nigga caught up with his ass.
So nigga caught up with his ass and did him. You feel me? Did him a certain type of way. So brothers are looking at, and nigga went to a cell, came back with paperwork and everything.
God damn.
So you know, they like, the brothers are looking at me like,
Hey, look, y'all think y'all gonna tell all the time and get away with that shit? You heard what this story just said. Dog did some shit, went home scot-free, ended up going back to the joint, and Karma put his ass right back around some niggas, and they spanked on his ass, belt to ass.